Hi everyone, welcome to English Anytime. Today we'll talk about learning English through cultural exploration, discovering the heart of English-speaking nations. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Introduction Learning English is much more than memorizing vocabulary or mastering grammar rules. It is an exploration into the culture, history, and daily life of people who speak English. By understanding the cultural background of English-speaking nations, learners can appreciate the language on a deeper level and communicate more naturally. When you study the culture of countries like the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, you gain insight into their traditions, humor, and social norms. This cultural awareness helps you pick up everyday expressions, idioms, and phrases that are not always found in textbooks. In addition, exploring cultural aspects provides a broader perspective on life, making the language learning process more engaging and enjoyable. This article will guide you through the benefits of learning English by exploring culture, offering practical tips and personal stories to inspire your journey. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, understanding cultural nuances will help you speak English with confidence and authenticity. Let us embark on this exciting journey to discover how culture and language are closely intertwined, and how this connection can enhance your language skills and enrich your understanding of the world around you. This journey continues today. 1. The connection between language and culture. Language and culture are inseparable partners that shape each other over time. Every word we speak carries echoes of historical events, traditions, and shared values that have been passed down through generations. When we learn English, we are not just learning a set of grammatical rules or memorizing a list of vocabulary. We are also gaining insight into the ways people think, feel, and interact. Culture influences the language in many subtle ways. For example, idioms and expressions often have roots in historical events or cultural practices. A phrase like break the ice might have originated from ancient customs of thawing frozen river passages, while spill the beans could refer to old voting methods using beans. Understanding these expressions within their cultural context makes them more meaningful and easier to remember. Moreover, cultural norms dictate how language is used in different situations. In some cultures, formality is highly valued, and a respectful tone is expected during conversation. In others, casual language and humor are seen as important elements of friendly communication. This diversity in language use helps learners appreciate that there is no single correct way to speak English. Instead, there are many variations that reflect the unique identities of communities around the world. Studying the cultural context of English also enriches our understanding of literature, music, and art, which are all intertwined with language. When you watch a movie, read a novel, or listen to a song, you experience the language in its natural environment, full of emotion and creativity. This exposure not only improves your language skills, but also builds empathy and cultural awareness. By embracing both language and culture, learners develop a well-rounded skill set that enables them to connect with others on a personal level, appreciate diverse perspectives, and navigate social situations with greater ease and understanding. This holistic approach to language learning paves the way for lifelong growth and open-minded communication. In essence, the intertwining of language and culture creates a powerful foundation for personal and academic success indeed. 2. Exploring British culture. British culture is steeped in history and tradition, making it a rich source of learning for English language enthusiasts. The United Kingdom, with its storied past, offers a unique blend of ancient customs and modern innovations. From the regal traditions of the monarchy to the lively atmosphere of local pubs, British culture is both formal and relaxed. Everyday language in Britain is flavored with expressions that have evolved over centuries. For example, Common phrases such as a spot of tea or chuffed to bits reflect a casual yet refined way of speaking that is deeply rooted in the country's history. Literature plays a central role in British culture. Classic authors like Shakespeare, Dickens, and Austen have shaped the English language and continue to influence modern speech. Their works are often referenced in everyday conversations, making it helpful for learners to explore British novels, plays, and poetry. Additionally, British television, radio, and theater offer practical insights into the use of language in a variety of contexts. Watching a British comedy show or a historical drama can reveal the subtle nuances of pronunciation and regional slang. Moreover, British culture values politeness and understatement, which is evident in common conversational habits. Phrases such as sorry and thank you are used frequently, sometimes even when not strictly necessary, as a way to maintain social harmony. Understanding these cultural habits can help language learners navigate social interactions more effectively. Overall, delving into British culture not only improves your grasp of the language, but also offers a window into a world where tradition meets modern life. Embracing British culture, you not only learn the language, but also gain appreciation for the historical and social layers that have shaped British society. 3. Discovering American culture is vibrant, diverse, and ever-changing, reflecting a nation built on a foundation of varied traditions and influences. The United States is a melting pot where people from different backgrounds come together to form a unique cultural tapestry. This diversity is mirrored in the English language used across the country. American English is known for its clear pronunciation, straightforward expressions, and an emphasis on direct communication. Everyday language in America is marked by friendly greetings like, "Hi, how are you?" and casual expressions that convey warmth and openness. Cultural elements in the United States are influenced by a history of innovation, freedom, and individualism. The American dream, a concept that encourages hard work and personal achievement, is embedded in the language and often expressed through motivational quotes, movies, and literature. Television shows, films, and popular music not only entertain, but also serve as a medium for spreading cultural values and idioms. For instance, phrases like hit the road or keep it real have become part of everyday vocabulary, offering insights into American attitudes and lifestyles. In addition, regional differences within the United States add layers of complexity to American English. From the relaxed drawl of the South to the brisk tone of New York City, each region contributes its own flavor to the language. Learning about these variations helps language learners appreciate the dynamic nature of American culture. By exploring American history, arts, and social customs, you can develop a richer understanding of the language, making your communication more authentic and engaging. Embracing American culture offers a vibrant path to language mastery, allowing learners to immerse themselves in diverse social settings and appreciate the freedom that defines the American spirit with great enthusiasm. For the charm of Australian and New Zealand cultures share a friendly and laid-back charm that is evident in their everyday language. Both countries are known for their warm, relaxed approach to life, and this attitude is reflected in the way people communicate. In Australia, the term mate is a common and endearing way to refer to a friend, while in New Zealand, local expressions and a unique accent give the language a distinct flavor. The informal nature of conversation in these countries makes English feel accessible and easy to learn for newcomers. The influence of nature is also prominent in both cultures. With vast landscapes, beautiful coastlines, and an appreciation for the outdoors, conversations often include references to activities like surfing, hiking, and barbecues. This connection to nature not only enriches the vocabulary, but also provides learners with topics that are both interesting and relatable. Stories of adventures, local wildlife, and the scenic beauty of the land frequently appear in everyday discussions. Furthermore, the cultural history of Australia and New Zealand is shaped by indigenous traditions and the blending of immigrant influences. This mix has given rise to a language that is colorful, innovative, and reflective of a diverse heritage. By engaging with local media, such as radio programs, television shows, and community events, language learners can absorb the natural rhythm and playful tone of Australian and New Zealand English. This exposure helps build confidence and improves listening skills in a relaxed, real-world context. Overall, the charm of these cultures lies in their simplicity, warmth, and the genuine connections people form through everyday conversation, making them ideal models for learning English. Immersing yourself in Australian and New Zealand culture opens your mind to new ways of thinking, fosters lasting friendships, and enhances your overall language proficiency with each conversation in a remarkable way. Canadian culture and its influence on English Canadian culture offers a unique blend of influences that reflect both its British heritage and its proximity to the United States. This mix creates a distinct form of English that is polite, friendly, and sometimes humorously self-deprecating. Canadians often use expressions that emphasize courtesy, such as frequently saying sorry, even in casual situations. This habit highlights a cultural value of respect and consideration for others. In addition, Canadian English incorporates words and phrases from French, particularly in regions like Quebec, where bilingualism is common. Everyday interactions in Canada are marked by a balance between formality and warmth. Whether in a small town or a bustling city, you will notice that Canadians tend to be patient and accommodating in conversation. They appreciate clear communication and often use straightforward language to express their ideas. Canadian media, including television shows, news broadcasts, and radio programs, further reinforce these cultural traits, providing language learners with authentic examples of how Canadian English is used in real life. Moreover, the multicultural nature of Canada means that language is a tool for connecting diverse communities. By understanding Canadian culture, learners can gain insight into the subtle variations in vocabulary and pronunciation that occur across different regions. This knowledge not only improves language skills, but also deepens one's appreciation for the rich cultural mosaic that defines Canada. Ultimately, exploring Canadian culture is a valuable step in mastering English, as it reveals the importance of politeness, diversity, and clear communication in everyday life. It truly enriches overall language learning. 6. Everyday communication and cultural nuances. Everyday communication in English is filled with subtle nuances that reflect the culture of its speakers. Simple greetings, expressions of gratitude, and small talk reveal much about social customs and personal attitudes. For instance, the frequent use of phrases like "How are you?" or "Nice to meet you" not only serves as a polite exchange, but also opens the door to deeper conversation. These expressions are more than mere words. They are cultural rituals that help build rapport and trust. The way people use tone, body language, and timing in conversation also carries cultural significance. A smile, a nod, or a brief pause can convey emotions and intentions that words alone might not express. Such nonverbal cues are essential for understanding the full meaning of a conversation and are often learned through immersion in the culture. Moreover, humor plays a vital role in everyday communication. Jokes, puns, and playful banter are common in many English-speaking communities and can offer insight into a culture's values and beliefs. Learning to recognize and use these everyday expressions helps language learners become more fluent and confident speakers. By observing native speakers in casual settings, such as at a cafe or during a friendly chat, you can pick up on the natural rhythm and flow of conversation. This practice not only enhances your listening skills, but also enables you to respond appropriately in various social situations. Embracing the cultural nuances of everyday communication makes your interactions more genuine and effective. These skills boost overall communication. Practical tips for learning English through culture. Learning English through cultural exploration can be both exciting and highly effective. Here are several practical tips to help you integrate cultural learning into your language studies. First, immerse yourself in authentic media. Watch movies, television shows, and documentaries from various English-speaking countries. Pay close attention to the accents, slang, and everyday expressions used by native speakers. Listening to music and radio programs can also expose you to different cultural nuances and conversational styles. Second, read widely. Explore novels, newspapers, blogs, and magazines that offer insights into the lifestyle, history, and values of English-speaking communities. Literature not only expands your vocabulary, but also deepens your understanding of cultural contexts. Third, engage in conversations with native speakers. Join language exchange groups, participate in online forums, or attend cultural events in your area. These interactions allow you to practice real-life communication and learn about cultural customs firsthand. Fourth, keep a journal of your cultural discoveries. Write down new expressions, idioms, and cultural observations that you encounter. Reflecting on these notes will help reinforce your learning and provide a personal record of your progress. Finally, be curious and open-minded. Ask questions about cultural practices and seek explanations for expressions you find intriguing. By combining these tips with regular practice, you will gradually develop a deeper understanding of both the English language and the rich cultural traditions that accompany it. Remember, the key to success is consistency and a genuine passion for discovering the stories and traditions behind the language. Keep exploring every day. The role of technology in cultural learning. In today's digital age, technology has transformed the way we learn languages and explore cultures. Online resources make it easier than ever to access authentic content from English-speaking countries. With a click of a button, you can watch live broadcasts, listen to podcasts, and participate in virtual tours that showcase local traditions and everyday life. Social media platforms allow you to connect with native speakers, join cultural groups, and engage in real-time conversations, providing immediate exposure to current language trends and cultural expressions. Language learning apps often include cultural components that introduce idioms, slang, and context-specific phrases. These tools provide interactive exercises, quizzes, and multimedia content that make learning engaging and practical. Virtual reality and augmented reality experiences are emerging technologies that offer immersive cultural environments. By virtually visiting museums, historical sites, or local festivals, you can gain a deeper understanding of the context in which the language is used. Such experiences help bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and real-world application. Furthermore, online forums and digital communities offer spaces where learners can share experiences, ask questions, and receive feedback from peers and experts. These interactions not only improve your language skills, but also broaden your cultural perspective. The integration of technology in language education has made cultural learning more accessible, flexible, and personalized. By leveraging digital tools, you can tailor your learning journey to suit your interests and pace, making the process of mastering English both enjoyable and effective. Technology revolutionizes cultural learning and language mastery every day indeed. 9. Cultural challenges and how to overcome them. Learning English through cultural exploration is a rewarding endeavor, but it is not without its challenges. One common difficulty is understanding idiomatic expressions that do not translate directly into other languages. Phrases that are rooted in historical or cultural contexts can be confusing for learners who are not familiar with the background. Another challenge is adapting to different communication styles. For example, what is considered polite in one culture may be seen as overly formal or even insincere in another. These differences can lead to misunderstandings in social interactions. To overcome these challenges, it is important to approach cultural learning with an open mind and a willingness to ask questions. Seek explanations from native speakers, teachers, or reliable online resources whenever you encounter unfamiliar expressions or customs. Practice active listening and observe how people interact in various settings, whether in person or through media. Remember that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process, and every error is an opportunity to learn and improve. With patience and persistence, you can gradually overcome cultural barriers and become more confident in your use of English. Embracing these challenges will strengthen your language skills and broaden your cultural horizons significantly indeed. The benefits of cultural immersion in language learning. Cultural immersion offers one of the most effective ways to master the English language. When you surround yourself with the language in its natural context, you absorb not only vocabulary and grammar, but also the cultural expressions that give the language life. Immersion allows you to experience the rhythm and flow of everyday conversations, making it easier to understand native speakers and express yourself more naturally. The benefits of this approach extend beyond mere language proficiency. By engaging directly with the culture, you develop a deeper empathy for the people who speak English, gaining insights into their values, humor, and social norms. This immersive experience can take many forms. It might involve traveling to an English-speaking country where you interact with locals in real-life situations such as dining, shopping, and social gatherings. Alternatively, you can participate in cultural events and online communities that celebrate English language and traditions. Each experience enriches your understanding and helps to reinforce what you learn in classroom setting. Cultural immersion builds confidence, improves listening skills, and encourages spontaneous communication, all of which are essential for fluency. Moreover, it opens up opportunities for personal growth and professional development by expanding your global perspective. In a world that increasingly values cross-cultural communication, the ability to connect with others through language is an invaluable skill that can transform your life. By immersing yourself fully in cultural experiences, you gain practical knowledge and lasting memories that enrich your journey towards becoming a fluent, culturally aware speaker of English. Personal stories of cultural learning. Personal experiences often serve as the most compelling evidence of the benefits of learning English through cultural immersion. Many learners have shared stories of transformative encounters that deepen their understanding of a language and its cultural context. For instance, one student recounted how spending a summer in the United Kingdom allowed her to experience local traditions firsthand. She participated in community events, visited historical landmarks, and even learned British slang by interacting with locals. This experience not only improved her fluency, but also gave her a profound appreciation for the rich cultural heritage of Britain. Another learner described his time living in the United States, where daily interactions in both urban and rural settings exposed him to a wide range of American English accents and expressions. By engaging in casual conversations at coffee shops and local markets, he discovered that language learning was not confined to formal study. It was a natural part of everyday life. His journey taught him that understanding cultural references and social cues was just as important as mastering grammar and vocabulary. These personal stories highlight the transformative power of cultural immersion. They demonstrate that when learners step out of their comfort zones and embrace new cultural experiences, they not only become better speakers, but also gain valuable insights into different ways of life. Such experiences foster lifelong connections and open doors to opportunities in both personal and professional realms, making the effort to learn through culture immensely rewarding. These experiences change lives for the better. The future of English learning through culture. As the world becomes increasingly connected, the future of English learning is set to embrace cultural exploration even more fully. Advances in technology and global travel are breaking down barriers and creating opportunities for immersive experiences that were once unimaginable. Language education is evolving from a rigid textbook-based approach to one that values real-world interaction and cultural understanding. Schools and institutions are beginning to integrate cultural studies into their curricula, recognizing that language is deeply intertwined with the history, art, and daily lives of people around the world. Looking ahead, we can expect more interactive platforms, virtual reality experiences, and international exchange programs that will allow learners to experience English in its cultural context. These innovations promise to make language learning more engaging and accessible, regardless of where you live. Moreover, as cultural diversity continues to grow, understanding the nuances of different English-speaking communities will become an essential skill in both personal and professional settings. The future of English learning is not just about acquiring linguistic competence. It is about fostering a global mindset that values empathy, curiosity, and lifelong learning. Embracing these advancements will revolutionize education, empower learners, and create a more connected, understanding global community beyond imagination indeed. In conclusion, learning English through cultural exploration is a powerful approach that goes beyond textbooks and formal lessons. It invites you to experience the language in its most authentic form, enriched by the traditions, values, and everyday practices of diverse communities. By delving into the culture of English-speaking nations, you not only improve your language skills, but also broaden your worldview and build meaningful connections with people from around the globe. This method of learning fosters both personal growth and professional development, equipping you with the confidence and insight needed in today's interconnected world. Embrace the journey of cultural discovery and allow every conversation, story, and tradition to guide you towards greater fluency and understanding. Your path to mastering English becomes more vibrant and rewarding when it is intertwined with the rich tapestry of global cultures. Embrace this journey wholeheartedly and let cultural insights inspire your every word, always truly